This here is Highway 61 Filling Station Show.
Hi, this is Elmer with the Highway 61 Filling Station Show, and I was just kind of getting ready to get ready, and but we're actually ready and open for business. I just want to let you know. And now I just got back from Winona. I went down there with Mrs. Aaron, and I got this here coffee pot, and well, it's not, I didn't plug it in yet, but I will get it plugged in, and then when you come by, you could get some coffee. Now, we got these cups here. These are real lightweight, and I just wondering about these cups, because I'm thinking that, well, I'm not sure they're really good for the whole world. Maybe they're good, but and they're cute. I mean, how could you not love a cup that looks like that? And it's made by somebody named Dart, or is it? No, I don't know that. It's a weird name for a cup. Anyway, here's the deal. We got the coffee, and we got the coffee maker because I went with Mrs. Aaron, and see, what happened was I had to sell my Chevy pickup. Remember that, what I had, but I don't have it anymore because, well, couldn't afford it, because I was doing unemployment, and then I couldn't pay the insurance because, in LA, the insurance is real high because they got some people that don't have insurance, and then they make the other ones pay for that. So I didn't take it there, and I sold it, to that guy over there from, he's actually a Wisconsin guy out of La Crosse, but he bought it from me in Minnesota anyway. So anyway, I don't have my Chevy right now, but maybe someday I could get a Chevy again, and if depending on, well, I don't know what depending on, but well, anyway, I like coffee anyhow. But see, here's my cup. It's just a plain cup I got down there, at the same store, the Salvation Army store, and they also got a Habitat store down there. And Habitat, I'm not sure. I think that it's something about humanity. I am humanity. Why didn't we go to that store? I know I'll have to ask Mrs. Aaron, but otherwise you could go to the Salvation Army store, and you could either go in the Army, or you could get saved, or you could buy stuff, and that's what we did, was buy stuff. And it cost me $12.99 down there for that thing, but the old one, it was not good, I tell you. You wouldn't believe the chemical stuff in the water, apparently, because I left it, for 3 or 4 years, and it was like green inside, or couldn't have had mold or something, but copper or cupric, or I don't know how they spell that, but it's bad. So now this is good. And so anyway, we're going to make some fresh coffee pretty soon, and if you come by. But I was thinking, instead of, I mean, if you don't have any cups, I understand what if you don't have, because I don't have a lot, and that's why I feel good about shopping at the Salvation Army store, because when you go in there, you don't feel poor, because you feel like you're helping somebody. And maybe somebody's drinking too much stuff, or got some drug problem, or maybe they're just unhappy with life, and they could go in there, and those people would talk to them. And sometimes they take people that don't have a place to live, and they give them a place and help them learn how to do a job or something. Of course, I already know how to do my job, because I know how to pump gas, and that's what I do at the Salvation. Well, this is not the Salvation Army gas station. It's the Highway 61 gas station. But the Salvation Army store is still on, well, they call it US 14 down there, but it's still US Highway 61 too. So just so you know, just in case you're, going south to Winona, it's still the same deal. And I'm not getting all, anyway. Well, anyway, I picked up some of this stuff, and I'm thinking it's going to be hard to open. But, well, beef jerky, yeah. Eddie says, I can give away beef jerky to, not the whole bag. You don't get the whole darn bag if you come in, but you can eat a piece, or take a couple and stick them in your pocket, and that'd be just fine. And so that'll be on this here plate. So I just let you know what's going to be. And I was going to measure, for something, but I guess that we're not going to have any grand opening banner or something, because Eddie said it would cover up my face when I was doing this show, and So I guess not, but here's the deal. We got this annelid awareness program, and of course Eddie, he gets figured stuff out, and here's what he's got. He figured that, well, there's this tourism board up there in St. Paul. You've been up to St. Paul. Well, anyway, they gave him some money to develop this annelid awareness project, and so they want, Red Wing, go to Red Wing on Highway 61, and well, they got the shoe factory there, and you could go buy shoes, and they're kind of expensive, but they're good shoes, and people buy them, and then they got the Lake City, Lake City, they got a lake and boats and stuff, and so they were trying to figure out some way to make Minnesota City kind of be a destination place, Well, so anyway, so Eddie was thinking that, if, say, somebody from Kansas, well, in Kansas, they don't know any better, and they don't know you're supposed to fish for bass. They think catching catfish is just fine, or bullheads, So, and to Mississippi, there you got the catfish, and so if the people, came and bought worms from us, they could then go to the Mississippi, and they could, catch some catfish, and they'd be happy. And then you got people from Chicago that maybe they're taking the boat over here to the river or someplace, and maybe they'd throw their line in the water and want to catch some fish too, and maybe they'd buy some worms. And then let's say you had somebody from New York City come. Well, they don't know about, they don't catch fish well, I don't think they catch fish in New York City, but they might. But because it's somewhere near the ocean, I think, or a river, or East River, or the Hudson River, or something. Anyway, so that. But if they didn't bring their fishing pole, maybe they just want to come to, how that one place over there east of Goodhue, they got that place where you can go and work on a farm, only you don't get paid, but you have to pay them. It's kind of like a dude farm, kind of like that. And it's for people that grow up in the city and they want to know where the, food comes from, and so they go to a farm and work. And so anyway, that's what that's about. So Eddie was figuring that he'd have, the tourism thing, and then he'd have the fishing folk, from Kansas that come to Minnesota, the land of the 10,000 lakes and one river at least. And then, then if he got the New York City people, they could, they would sit around and I guess, I don't know what they talk about in New York City, because there's not much going on there. All you got is all those museums, and you got the places where they play jazz, and you got the restaurants, and they got the Broadway shows, and all that highfalutin stuff there at the Lincoln Center. And I would guess it gets pretty boring there, but I guess not. But anyway, so if you see anybody from New York City and they're interested in the worms, well, I mean, would you buy a coffee cup that had a worm on it? I don't think so. And would you buy a T-shirt that had a big old worm on it? Maybe not, but maybe so. I think Eddie has got something going here. Anyway, here's the deal. I'm done talking because I got some more cleaning to do, and I'm sweating up a storm. And so why don't you wait until tomorrow? Come by then and get some gas and some coffee. And by then I'll find something to open up the beef jerky with. So that's peace, and see you later, alligator.
Highway 61 filling station show. It's not just Minnesota nice.